Hey there, and welcome back for another episode of Reactive Dog Chats. Today, I'm giving you the pep talk you need to keep going forward with your dog. In many cases of reactivity and aggression, the problematic behaviors of barking, growling, lunging, or biting usually show up when we least expect them. There are two common myths I'll be dispelling today. Number one, I got my dog as an 8-week-old puppy, and now they're reactive. I must have done something wrong. And number two, my dog was fine for 6, 12, 18 months, and now all of a sudden they're reactive. I didn't do something right. I knew I should have taken a training class, etc., etc. Now, stay with me today because I want you to take that responsibility and weight off your shoulders, and I'm going to tell you why. Have you got your hands on our free beginner's guide to dog reactivity yet? If you and your dog need a refresher, or if you aren't sure where to start with your sensitive dog, check the link in the description to get your free copy today. This guide will help you to help your dog be more successful around other dogs, strangers, riding in the car, and more. Be sure to head to the description and click on the link today. To start, let's take a look at some of the stages of development that dogs go through. First, we have critical socialization. This occurs between 4 and 16 weeks of age, give or take. In general, we say the first 3 months of life. This period of time in a puppy's life is crucial, as during this time, their brain is constantly absorbing information about the world. And careful exposure to the environment is necessary to prevent fearful behavior as an adult. It does not mean, however, that socialization will prevent all fear-based behavior as an adult. What it does is decreases the likelihood. It also increases resilience, will strengthen your relationship with them, and like loads of other things. It's an important one for sure. Next up, we have the second fear period. There also is a first fear period puppies go through around 8 weeks of age, but the second fear period happens between 6 months and 18 months of age. Again, generally, all dogs are individuals. During this stage of development, even the most confident and resilient dog can become nervous, can be timid, or even fearful. We'll usually see this as a dog who typically is fine, let's just say with like trash cans on trash day on the side of the street. Suddenly, they may become wary of them. They may stretch their body out to investigate the big, scary trash can beast, and they may even start barking at them. The thing about this stage that is crucial is that dogs are especially vulnerable. They need compassionate support and patience as they come through this at their own pace. During this time of heightened sensitivity and awareness, we need to take care to prevent scary experiences from happening, if we can. But most things are out of our control. We'll talk more on that later. The last stage of development that I find to be especially crucial for dogs and their behavior is social maturity. This happens around 2 years of age. During this time, it's not uncommon for most dogs to become dog selective, to start disliking rough play with other dogs, or to find greeting a lot of dogs stressful and overwhelming. And for dogs who live with other dogs to begin to show signs of conflict. So here's the thing. It's normal for a dog's interests and behavior to change over the course of their entire life. Dog knows, mine certainly have. I went to college for wheel-thrown ceramics. Then I changed my mind and I got my associate's degree in dairy management. Yeah, that's right. Cows. And now I own a dog training business. People change. Dogs can too. But what I'm here to make sure you know today is this. Your dog's behavior is not your fault. We're going to talk about 3 reasons today. Number 1, you are doing the best you can right now with the information you have. I'm just going to get up on my soapbox for just a moment. I'll try to be quick, I promise, and it's important. So, dog training is an unregulated field. Do you want to work in childcare? You're going to have a background check and first get a license. Do you want to open a salon or become a cosmetologist? You need to be licensed first. But anyone can call themselves a dog trainer. The downside to this is that when you research, how do I help my reactive dog? You will get a million different ways to help your dog. Some will be good, some will be bad, and some will be awful. And how are you to know the difference? You can't. And as someone myself who 13 years ago, I needed help for my reactive dog when he was 9 months old, and I got so many different suggestions. But I know that having a clear path forward would have made my journey with Monzo a heck of a lot easier and far less stressful. Number two, no amount of socialization can overcome genetics. Your dog's genetic makeup matters, and it matters a lot. If your dog's parents were fearful, nervous, or reactive, then there's a very good chance that the puppies will be too. Did you know that when a pregnant dog experiences stress, the puppies developing in utero experience that stress too? It's fascinating, right? No puppy is a blank slate. I've worked with 8-week-old puppies who had severe aggression issues or even extreme fear. It's a common misconception that a puppy is a blank slate and is the best place to get a perfect, ready to go dog. And number three, you cannot control the world around you. Trust me, I've tried. This is the biggest one. So let me give you a few examples where a dog became reactive due to circumstances outside of the guardian's control. First off, one of my clients was playing in her yard with her 6-month-old puppy when the neighbor's giant breed dog bolted into her yard and attacked her puppy. No one was physically hurt, but a few days later, her previously confident puppy started shying away from his canine friends that he already had, and about a month later, he started barking and lunging at other dogs. Another case was one of my clients visited a dog park regularly with her well-mannered 1-year-old dog. There was a huge dog fight in the park that day, and some dogs were injured, but hers wasn't. He was kind of an innocent bystander. But 2 weeks later, her dog started to sit and would refuse to go out of the car and enter the dog park. And then he began barking at other dogs on walks. In another case, my client had a 4-month-old puppy at home and friends were visiting. These friends insisted on bringing their dog because they're family, and promised that this dog was well behaved. The visiting dog walked into the home and the puppy was right there on the other side of the door, and unfortunately, the puppy was attacked. After this incident, the puppy would charge other dogs on walks and started snapping at any new people who came into the home. Lastly, I just need to add that everyone in the world has been charged by an off-leash dog. This is so frightening for the dog who is on leash or even off leash themselves. There's no security in this situation, and it often leads to reactivity later on down the road, and a lot of anxiety for the person with the dog. So I really hope that this has helped you to see that your dog's behavior is just not your fault. I also need you to know that telling yourself that it is your fault does not serve you. I want you to start telling yourself these things instead. I am the person my dog needs to help them on their journey. My dog is a good dog, just as they are. I am doing the best I can right now with the information I have. When I know better, I'll do better. Your action item this week is to write those down on a Post-it note and place them in obvious places around your home. Please be kind to yourself. Being a guardian to a reactive dog is not always easy. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Reactive Dog Chats. Tell your dog I said hi, give them a treat from me, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.
Let's find it. Wow! Oh, get it, Piper. Get it. Oh, nice job. Right here.